What is up, everybody? It is the Wolfman of Comedy coming right back at you right here. Big Adrian, what's going on for another episode of Howling at Life? All right, so I'm solo today, so I'm just going to let you know. It's going to be a rock and rolling episode, a lot of announcements, stuff going on. I just cut my hair and dyed the beard and stuff, so I'm like all fresh, so I'm checking me out just to let you know. But hey, everybody, another episode of Howling at Life is coming at you right here, y'all. So normally I have a guest or whatever. It didn't happen today. It's a long story. I'm just gonna let you know, everybody, okay? But Frankie did not feel well. He had a toothache. Frankie, I hope you feel better, my boy. No excuses. No hot dogs. But anyways, one of the things that ends up happening is I was gonna invite other people, but I was gonna invite. Okay, look, I gotta let you know something, y'all. First of all, the Wolfman of Comedy went on a hike today, y'all. Jesus. Okay, now look, god dang it. Love you, sexy Sasquatch, Santino. He invited me, Frito, Spooky Bitch, all out to hike today. We made a big old appointment about it. We're like, hey, well, let's go. Let's do what we got to do. I'm like, yeah, I'm losing weight, man. I bought shoes and everything. And we went out to Azusa, to the Bridge to Nowhere. We were able to do like kind of almost halfway there and halfway back. Like 5 miles round trip. I've been hiking maybe twice. This was my second time, all right? So it was really weird to get over there. Everybody was exhausted, everybody. I'm gonna tell you right now, they were exhausted. Oh my God, so many stories about this thing I'm gonna let y'all know, but before we get into it, all that stuff and the recap and kind of like merge into some kind of topic today, I'm gonna let you know that you can always follow me on my social media, Facebook, Big Adrian Lopez, Big Adrian, one word. Also on my Instagram, Big Daddy L 714. You got the Wolf Daddy 714 for my tattoo page, and Big Adrian Comedy, all one word, everybody. So just to let you know, you can follow me. You can also see this, or hear this, I should say, on Spotify, Howling at Life podcast. Of course, if you're listening, you already know. But like and subscribe, share it with a lot of people, let them know what's going on. There's a lot of good stuff that's happening in here. I'm trying to get new listeners and subscribers as we go. Also, on YouTube, Big Adrian, the Wolfman of Comedy, everybody. You can always find me on there. All of my stuff will be on there. It's all one page. You can find me. Please like, subscribe, and share on your social media. Any of those things. If you want to message me, of course, you can find me on social media. Also, you can make comments at the end of episodes, so please make sure you do that as well. All right, everybody? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird being by myself. I'm setting my own like laugh tracks to me and shit, so it's really weird. Normally it doesn't happen that way, but hey, we're gonna rock and roll. I want to say this is like one of the first solo episodes since we've done YouTube. Just gonna say, so it's kind of weird just having me here, but hey, we're rocking and rolling, doing what we got to do. Of course, I look skinny in here, y'all. Jesus Christ, this looks good. So I have been losing weight. I lost about a toddler today. I'm not gonna lie, while I was hiking, everybody. Jesus. So let me tell you how this all happened. First of all, right? Let me tell you how this all happened. First of all, I've been trying to lose weight. I'm starting to fit into like my 2X t-shirts better. So just to let y'all know, look at that. Wolfman is slimming down. Trying to feel his sexy on and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to start walking. I start adding my cardio. I'm doing my intermittent fasting. I'm starting to do my cardio more. So I was like, fine. So Spooky Bitch told me a while ago, and I went with some high school friends. We went hiking. I think it was in Fullerton. You know, there's a little trail behind the Fullerton North Court out there. I said, screw it. Let's go hiking. I don't give a shit. Let's go hiking. All right, cool. So we went hiking, and I felt all accomplished. You know when you guys like finally do something, like one thing, and you do it, and you like got through it, and you have that accomplishment, and you kind of puff up your chest, and you kind of feel like, hey man, I can do this, no problem, bro. I'm ready to tackle the world. So I did it one time, and I'm like, now I'm a hiker, right? Like, so that's one of the things that happened, is that I ended up hiking one time. I felt all accomplished. accomplished. My ego and my pride kind of got in there, and I was like, you know what, I can do this, bro. No even problem, bro. So I ended up, we made an appointment, because Santino, the Sasquatch right there, sexy Sasquatch, he ended up saying, hey, let's go hiking. I know this place. So I'm used to this other trail, all right? This other trail where high school students are running, easy, behind houses, whatever. I didn't realize we were going way the fuck out in BFE. Thank you, Sasquatch. Fucking love you, bro. But we were going there, and so we set this appointment. Spooky bitch wasn't feeling well. Frankie wasn't going to go because he had to work. And I was like, you know what? I have it on my calendar. Let's rock and roll. Let's just do what we're doing, okay? So then what ends up happening is that we go, and I'm like, all right, cool. So we first get up there, right? It takes about 45 minutes. We're like, why does it take so long, bro? You said it was like half an hour or whatever. So we go, and we get on the ride over there, right? We finally get to a spot, and we start seeing it start slowing down, getting closer to this. I'm going like, fuck, we're in the mountains, bro. We're like, if you look north and you see mountains out there, that's where the fuck we were at, dog. Like, so it's really easy for sexy Sasquatch to be cool because that's his natural environment. Fucking Sasquatch is in woods, but not the Wolfman. I like the hood. I like some streets. I like some helicopters and some gunshots. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm used to, okay? Ambulances, cops, fucking fire, engines and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're driving up there, and then we get to a point where we're blocked, whatever, and we get to a certain point, and the cop, comes in on his loudspeaker. You need to turn around. There's a fire in the mountains. And I went, bro, you're taking us in where there's natural disasters, bro, okay? And I'm going like, this is a whole different level of hiking. Only hiked once, okay? So I go in there, and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. Fine, fuck it. So we have to turn around, and then we went an alternate route. Oh, my God. Let me just tell you, everybody. The alternate route, right? I'm going to do this real quick. So this alternate route takes us winding up fucking hills, down hills, man, 2 lane, 1 lane there, 1 lane back kind of thing, right? Spooky bitch is dying in the seat next to me while fucking Frito and Santino are in the back seat. Spooky just like, trying to go up and down, and I'm feeling bad. I'm going like, fuck, I'm about to strangle a Sasquatch, motherfucker, Jesus. So we finally get down there, man. It takes forever, and we have to find the parking. All right, cool, fine. We finally find the parking. We're like about an hour maybe past due what we wanted to hike, all right? We said, let's get there at 9 o'clock. It's going to be hot out there, whatever. And so we're behind schedule. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's fuck it. So then we get there, and now we have to hike up like about 2 miles. It felt like 2 miles, 1.5 miles uphill. I bought these new hiking shoes. You know what I'm saying? I bought these new hiking shoes because I'm all professional. I'm all professional now, so I had to go to different stores to try to get a hiking shoe because I bought another pair and they felt too heavy. So whatever, I'm like, I'm going to get in this. If you look at my social media, it's on my story reels. And Santino actually probably tagged me in a lot of his pictures, so you'll see my outfit. But one of the things that I realized was that we went up there and we're hiking. I'm just going it. Now, when I'm starting to get into stride, y'all, I don't know if y'all do this, but like if I'm starting to walk, because I haven't walked in a while, I get really quiet. Everybody's all cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, I'm focused. You know what I mean? Like when you're really focused and you don't want anybody to talk to you, listen to you, none of that, right? You're just kind of like in that zone. So I'm in that zone, right? And I'm going up the hill. And I'm like, okay, Like, how you doing? I'm like, thumbs up. Like, I'm giving sign language at this point because I didn't want to talk, right? So then we finally get up there and we're like, okay. And then I'm sweating. I'm kind of like already like dying. I'm like, my chest is like, And then Sasquatch goes, are you ready? I go, that wasn't it. I was like, holy shit, dude, you gotta still go? He goes, oh, that just got us to the starting point. So we went in there and stuff, and look, I'm going to be honest with you, it was an adventure. It was like a 3-hour, we were out there hike, you know what I mean? But it was cool. It was a great experience. I don't know if I'll go back. I'm not as sore as I thought. The shoes helped, but also they had a creek. So now we have to walk down this path. We walked around the mountain kind of a deal. Then we had to walk on rocks, and then we had to walk through this fucking patch, and then we had to go through a creek. Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you about something. Fucking Santino, man, he tells me, hey, by the way, you might want to check out your shoes because you might get a little wet. Bro, like a quarter of the time we were hiking, I was knee high in fucking creek water, dude, okay? Bro, it was wet. It wasn't disgusting. It was cold. It was refreshing, man. I took that like, oh my god, look what's going on. I'm drinking this cold water, man. I was dipping my hat because it was warm out there, but I'm glad we had the creek because it refreshed us a little bit. But at some point, we got to where we got to. Spooky bitch, I hope you're okay, dude. Spooky bitch takes a tumble, not really off a rock, but kind of off a rock, kind of a deal. We're like, oh shit. We walked a little bit. We go, that's it, dude. Once somebody fucking falls, bro, that's it, dude. You know what I mean? We called it. We kind of didn't get to the half point deal because I'm like, whatever. And you know this, when you used to be out and about at like a house party or a family function, as soon as somebody falls over, I'm going to be honest with you, party's been done, dog, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, and every time I had a family function or we're out and about with the boys back in the day, man, as soon as somebody was like, or whatever the hell, or, a party fell, we're like, it's over. That's it. We're done. So Spooky Bitch takes a tumble, and she took it like a champ, dude. She really did. But as soon as she tumbled, I'll be honest with you, I was like, we're done, dude. We're good. And so we started walking back, had to go through creeks and this and that. I'm going, fuck. And there was a lot of Mexicans out there, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know why, but a lot of these people look like they already fucking walked this trail to get into America. I don't know why the fuck you're going back there to remember some shit, dog. You know what I mean? I saw all these people and they were camping, doing this. We saw some people trying to mine for gold or whatever. And I'm just going like, fuck, dude. But we did it. We got through it, man. We got back. And, dude, like I said, I'm not sore. I still want to do a podcast for you. But everybody else that I was going to ask to be in the podcast were tired as shit, after this today. And I almost didn't do it, but I was like, you know what? I got to get my podcast out. I got to do this. So I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm just going to let you know right now. Like that was my whole Sunday right there, to be honest with you. Man, it was a great experience. Got out there, did it. I don't know when I'm going to do that again, though. I think I got to work up. That was my second time hiking, and it was like real hiking, like no trail, confusion over rocks. And Spooky Bitch and Santino and Frito and our other buddy Rafa we went to go eat afterwards. Munched, bro. I'm probably gonna finish that meal right now, dude, because I'm fucking starving. So we ended up munching, and Spooky Bitch was telling me, I'm glad that we went, and like there were certain parts where like during that trail, I'm gonna say trail, okay, it was a trail, right? So I'm just gonna let you know right now, Spooky Bitch was laughing because she was saying I was questioning some of the parts we were walking because there was like rivers and creeks, and we're like So she was telling me, she goes, I was trying to figure out like and to look in the ground because you had to look on the ground or else you trip. But look on the ground, and what I wanted to do, I was making sure that other footprints were around. You know what I mean? Because she would be like, nobody's walked this path before, dog. I don't think we're in the right spot. So she kept looking, and we also saw other people taking the same path. So it wasn't like we were totally lost, but it was like, this isn't really a fucking path, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it's like when you go to like a Halloween maze and you're going through and you're kind of lost and you're almost going through something, but you're not really sure if that's the exit or you go to the next room kind of shit. That's how it kind of like it felt like that, okay? If anybody doesn't go to mazes, I'm going to give you an example. It's kind of like when you go to the DMV and you're not sure where the fuck you're supposed to be at, dog. Like they give you a number and G23 and you're like, where? You know what I mean? To window number 5. Okay, gracias. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt lost, dude. But I want to thank everybody for sure that went on the hike and all that kind of good stuff. We got through it, man. And you know what? I don't hurt. I'm not sore. I feel like I did some stuff today for sure. But man, when we got back, it was like munch, shower, nap time. I got back up, colored my beard, faded my hair again, got ready for work tomorrow. I don't even have my clothes laid out yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably riding my trike. But stuff like that's going on. But I was like, fuck it, let's do a podcast. And then I'll enjoy the rest of my night, eat a little bit, do what I got to do, go with it. But it was really cool to actually go in there and look at the Wolfman of Comedy made it, man. What's up? The oldest cat that was in the group and the one that with the most back problems. And look what happened. He made it, y'all. Still here to do a podcast for you, by the way. So I want to let y'all know, for everybody listening out there, gracias, Lady Yeti. Oh my God, we're a newest member in the Monster Squad. Lady Yeti, gracias. Thank you for the comments. Hey, yo, everybody, if you want to get a shout out, make sure you're commenting on the episodes. I do look at the episodes now on podcasts on Spotify. You can go to older episodes and leave a comment. I'll still see them because I have to review. It's a new feature that they have now. Or the latest episode, this last episode, if you want to leave a comment. A lot of y'all in the Wolfpack out there are listening or watching. I don't know because you don't leave comments. God dang it, all right? I'm losing some people, but gaining some other people. It's weird. The algorithms and how people follow and shit, it's really weird. But Grecia, who is now Lady Yeti of the Monster Squad, gracias for all your comments and loving the episodes for sure. And I do want to say for everybody out there, if you're listening or if you're watching, doing whatever you're doing, please make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing, telling people about this, man. We're getting some people that are loving episodes, man. They're getting shit from it. Even older episodes, the ones that don't even have a YouTube deal. If you're not on YouTube, if you're not on Spotify, get Spotify. I'm out there. You can listen to Howling at Life. Just to let you know, everybody, and I'm going to give a drum roll for this. Next week on Howling at Life will be the 1 year episode anniversary. Me and Frankie the Monster, man, we've been doing this for a year. I think it was August 20th, I think. So we're going to be doing a 1 year anniversary kind of a deal next episode. Kind of get in there and kind of seeing what the year's been like for sure to get through. This podcast, man, you know what I mean? Getting through the podcast, seeing what we've done, all the stuff that we've kind of reviewed. We're going to have a little anniversary episode, seeing how it affected us and really how it helped. But thank you, everybody. Please share and like and subscribe, not only on YouTube, but also on the Spotify, man. You know, create a video, let people know, get some followers, have them listen, man. Have them listen. I'm saying they're going to get something from this. So 1 year anniversary episode is going to be happening next week, everybody. So that's what we're going to be doing, all right? Also, just want to let everybody know, on September 1st in Huntington Beach at Howe Hall, I believe it's 2 o'clock. I will get the information for sure. But I know that there's a fundraiser that's going to be happening, a comedy show fundraiser that's going to be happening for Howe Hall, Huntington Beach, on the corner of Beach Boulevard and Garfield. The Wolfman of Comedy will be performing with Pat Laborio and another guest. We'll be doing comedy for that fundraiser. Come on out and support everybody. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I have not performed on a stage since May the 4th. I'm still trying to get that up. I will get that uploaded this week. I know I have it. I finally was able to format the video where it needs to be. I got to review it first this week. There's a lot of stuff that's going on this week, everybody. But September 1st will be a fundraiser deal comedy show. Please come out. It's a Johnny Flowers production. It's going to be just me and 2 other comedians, so we're going to have a lot of time. I'm going to get in there. I haven't done comedy since May. I've been trying to work on this film, which I do have it done, and I'm going to start editing it. Actually, I'm going to start downloading the software to start editing it. Hopefully by this week. I want to start editing it so it's hopefully out on YouTube, and I can start shooting it out to different streaming services, see who's going to pick it up, hopefully by Halloween. But like I said, I finally got the format. Oh my God. For the 1 hour comedy special that I did on May the 4th. So I'm hoping this weekend I can get it done, but there's a lot of stuff happening. My youngest son and my stepdaughter are starting school tomorrow, thank God. You know what's so funny? I've been hearing so many people, you know what I mean? Even people that I know, but I've been hearing so many people, oh my God, my kid's going back to school. I said, yeah, fuck them, dog. Let them go back to school, bro. Get them the fuck out the house, dog. You know what I mean? Some of these kids got to get the fuck back, bro. The one thing that I trip out about is I remember that there was always a countdown when I was growing up, man. My parents couldn't wait. And it was usually like around Labor Day, right? That we'd go back to school. But now they're going to school earlier and earlier. Like, kids are going back in the middle of August, and parents are like, thank fucking God, bro, Jesus. Some kids, they've actually went back in July, from what I've heard, from other districts and stuff like that. So it's insane, dog. Like, they don't fucking give a fuck about these kids in their summer, bro. But My youngest is going, and also my stepdaughter are starting school tomorrow on August 12th. But also just want to say that tomorrow is my middle kid, little Adrian's birthday. He'll be 26 on August 12th. So we're going to be taking him out. I got some tattooing going on, of course some editing, and just a lot of stuff that's happening. But we're going to be out and about. Monster Squad's going to be taking my boy out to Dave & Buster's at Orange, man. So if anybody follows me on social media or whatever's going on, or if you were listening to this episode, please leave a happy birthday for my boy or on social media, man. I'd love to tell him by the time we get out there or even this week. Happy birthday, my boy. He's been living with me for 19 years, man. It's been a pleasure being his dad. A wolf dad, but I've been a dad nonetheless. But I couldn't be prouder of that kid, all right? I mean, with all my kids, but I'm just saying, this one's the one that lives with me and shit. It's kind of different, right? But he's going to be 26 tomorrow, actually, because I'm filming this on Sunday night. He's going to be 26 tomorrow, so I will be, me and the Monster Squad are going to be taking him out, going on. But hopefully that this week, when I meet up with Sexy Sasquatch, sorry that I'm stuck, but I'm so dehydrated, Jesus, from today. Sexy Sasquatch is going to be coming by this week, and hopefully I can download the equipment to start editing the movie, but also I'm going to show him the updated, so hopefully I can get that uploaded on the YouTube channel, everybody. Just to let you know, the 1 hour comedy special should be up by the end of this week. So we got the special that's going to be popping up this week. We got the comedy special that's going to be coming up, the fundraiser deal on September 1st. The editing of the movie that's happening, man. Just a lot of things that are going on. Plus, like they said, the kids are going back to school. They're doing what they got to be doing. And so, my youngest kids in football, so we already got, schedules. And just to let everybody know as well, there's a lot of events that are happening, y'all. I'm going to be at CreepyCon Aftermath the end of September with Spooky Bitch. We got VIP tickets. We're going to be doing fanboy shit. I'm getting so many autographs going on. Also, I'm going to be going to Queen Mary Dark Harbor. I'm doing Universal Horror Nights. I'm doing Not Scary Farm, the Reign of Terror. There's plenty of stuff that's going to be happening, y'all. So don't worry. I'm going to be doing commentary, of course, and giving you an update on all the things that are coming up. But just to let you know, we're getting to that busy Halloween season, everybody, all right? So just to let you know, there's going to be a lot of that commentary going on. We got the 1 hour comedy anniversary, 1 hour special of the podcast next week. There's a lot of things that are happening, everybody. So please make sure you are sharing, you're getting into this podcast, letting people know what's going on. There's going to be tons of things to be talking about in the next couple months because it's going to start getting busy with the kids, the Halloween stuff, editing, hopefully some more comedy shows. There's a lot of things gearing up for the holidays, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about isn't just the fun things, but it's going to be some of the things that we kind of stress on, some of the things that we kind of worry about, especially when the holiday season is coming. Summer's cool. I get that part, right? But then we get into getting close to holidays or whatever, or even in September, we start kind of getting into fall, and a lot of depression starts coming up, so we're going to be talking about some things like that. We're also going to be talking about, just a family strain, a family. We did this last year as well, but we're going to talk about that, how important that is as well to some people, our sense of belonging. So there's going to be a lot of talk that's coming up, everybody. Please make sure that you're part of the podcast, listening or watching out there in the wolf pack, and let people know what's going on, because a lot of people are getting a lot of stuff from this, but we're getting into that thing where we're on the down end of the summer, man. So a lot of different things are going to be popping up. So please make sure you're staying tuned, okay? And as well, at the end of this year, I believe it's either going to be in October or for sure shooting in November. Coming up into the YouTube channel as well, the Wolfman Comedy will be doing Wolfman Wednesdays. It's going to be going where I'm going to be doing a video, probably about 3 or 4 minutes, just something to motivate you. I'm going to shoot it on Tuesday night. So hopefully, if you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and log in. It'll only be on YouTube because I'm not going to do the audio for that. It's only 3 or 4 minutes. So just to let you know, unless I start another podcast, which is just Motivation Wednesdays or something, right? I might do that, but it's only like 3-4 minutes. I don't think they'll allow me to do that, but we'll see what happens. But I'll look into it. But for sure for YouTube, Wolfman Wednesdays will be coming possibly late October or early November. And all it is I'm going to be recording on Tuesday nights, trying to get you some motivation that you could see maybe Wednesday morning or maybe Wednesday during the day. Something to get you through the hump, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they just try to get through the hump, but they're not getting, they try to get over the hump, but they don't try to get through it. So I want to make sure that I'm getting some motivation out there or something for people to help them out in the later part of the year, because a lot of people are going to need it. So I'm going to see if that's going to end up happening, whether it's going to be just YouTube or YouTube and Spotify. Like if I get another little motivational Wednesday kind of a deal, I'll look into it. But a lot of stuff's coming up this year, so please stay tuned. I'm sweating, y'all. If you see the video, I'm sweating. There's so much stuff I'm gonna be a part of, and I'm also gonna be finishing my master's in about 3 months. Actually, 3 months. I'll be finishing my master's degree. So I'm gonna be busy. But so that's what's gonna happen. Very productive, very busy. A lot of stuff going on. But I'll get into the topic later on because I still don't know what the hell the topic's gonna be, but we'll figure it out. But I just want to let everybody know there's a lot of things going on, so please stay tuned for all that. So I want to give a little review. Me and Spooky Bitch me, Spooky Bitch, and was this it? No, Santana didn't go. But me and Spooky Bitch ended up going to the movie, and we went to go see the movie Cuckoo, okay? So now, this is an interesting movie. First of all, me and Spooky Bitch, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but usually you had to hurry up and get in the theater and get your stuff before we could reserve seats. Now, all the old school people, you know what I'm talking about. Used to fucking be in line and be like, yeah, elbowing motherfuckers. You're like, I need to get this seat. Fucking you'd rush in, grab the best seat. And the worst seats to get, especially if you got your ticket late, was always like in the front. Okay, like in the front row where you're looking up, straight up, and you're like, oh, this is great. You know what I mean? And like you're getting like neck problems while you're looking up and shit. Like your head's starting to hurt because the screen's too close and shit. So me and Spooky Bitch got tickets and we're going to Cuckoo. It was like a last minute deal. I felt like I wanted to go to the movies because like I had a week, and I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about burnout actually. That's probably gonna be the topic because I was very burnt out this week and stuff like that. But I needed to go to the movies on Friday, so Spooky Bitch is like, yeah, man. I texted all my Monster Squad, and everybody's like either busy or working or they couldn't make it, whatever. And I was like, I get it. They all love to be around me and do things with me, but sometimes you can't make it, so it's fine. So what happened was me and Spooky Bitch went, but we went and when she looked, she goes, hey, dude, like the theater's kind of packed. I said, I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Let's just make it happen. I said, okay, cool. So we got the front seat. I'm like, that's no problem. They recline. Well, these seats recline, but they didn't recline all the way. So it still kind of felt like we were up. Still was able to enjoy the movie, but it was a freaky movie, man. I'll be honest with you, everybody, all right? Just to let you know, it's different if you're going to go see this movie. Some of these newer movies are kind of getting a little freaky, man, and it's kind of weird. It wasn't what I thought it'd be, but it kind of went on its own direction and stuff like that. So acting was great. It was really weird, all these plot twists that they have. So a lot of these movies that are coming out now are starting to do that a little bit, right? So the thing is, it's making me kind of like rethink my movie that I filmed, and I said maybe I should make new scenes or some shit, right? But it's fine. It's gonna come out as the first time we've done a movie, and then I'll be doing some film shorts or stuff like that. But there's it's interesting, this movie, how it happened, because even though you're close to the screen, you don't think you're gonna get those jump scares, and you still get those jump scares, everybody. It's really weird because you're like, oh shit. But you still get it no matter what, man. So I think it's a good movie. It's a cool trip. But if you're gonna go, just to let you know, it's interesting. You got to go for the ride. And I always say that, you got to go for the ride. And I'll be honest with you, almost every week for the next few months, there's movies coming out. We already got tickets for like the Beetlejuice #2. Like there's a lot of shit that's happening. But we already reserved a lot of shit. So we're gonna have some of that commentary and some of those reviews that are gonna be coming up. But interesting enough, it's like, if you can, give yourself a treat to, if you're going to go to a movie, a Halloween maze, a concert, which I got a concert, me and Spooky Bitch had tickets for that as well. We're going to go to a concert later this month. And if you're going to go to any event, starting now, moving on to the rest of the year, I always tell you, go along for the ride. And there's a reason why I say that, because a lot of times we have this preconceived expectation. We have this preconceived notion of how it's going to go. Part of the problem is that stresses people out, okay? And it puts too much pressure on you because you're trying to enjoy it, but you're still trying to control the outcome. Go for the ride, everybody. I can't stress that enough. No matter what you do, go get your mind out of the fucking way and go in there and go enjoy your fucking time. You deserve it. You deserve it, y'all. You work really hard, you deal with life, or it's dealing with you. One of the things, please make sure if you're going in and just go for the ride, take your head out of the fucking deal. No matter what it is, take your head out of that fucking equation and go in there and just go enjoy the ride, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't stress this enough. I've been saying this all year. Even fucking Frankie will tell you that, when he's here. And he says that, yeah, you always say go for the ride, go for the ride. I go, man, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those cats that's going to tell you, just get yourself out of the equation, go for the ride. Whether it's an amusement park, whether it's a fucking concert, whether it's a fucking, honestly, just chilling at home, everybody. Just go for the ride, man. Whatever happens, just let yourself do it. Fucking with the hiking thing, I didn't know what the fuck to think about. I just went for the ride, man. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things I'm going to let you know right now. That's going to help you out to not only enjoy life, right? But to be able to receive that moment in time for whatever you're doing and really be able to get the most out of it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even if it's a meal, I'm telling you right now, after we came from hiking, me and the Monster Squad, we went to Black Bear Diner and fuck, I tasted everything. We were sharing meals and here, take a bite of this. Fuck it, man. We were enjoying it. We were just going for the ride. Fuck it, man. We got what we wanted. We got everything put in there and fuck, man, we enjoyed it, man. So even for a meal or your downtime, go for the ride, man. Get yourself out of the equation. It's going to help you enjoy your life better, y'all, all right? And the reason why I'm saying this, everybody, is because that's going to take me to my topic this week, right? Going along for the ride. And the reason why I say that is because the fact is, last week, right? I'm going to give you a little drum roll. Last week, I was very burnt out. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know right now. I was very burnt out. I was very stressed out. And I'll be honest with you. Some of y'all know when you're fucking tired. Some of y'all know when you're burnt out. Some of y'all know when it's fucking these times. It's ready for these kids to get the fuck to school. You know what I mean? Like, you've had it. You love them, but fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for the receipt still, dog. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got multiple kids. Like, do I like all of them? You know what I mean? Like, do I want them all around, dog? But no matter what it is with their partner, a job, whatever, man, I was just burnt out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, fuck this job. I'm trying to get another job, whatever. And I've been doing that for months, yo. I've been telling you that shit for months. I've been trying to get another fucking job and shit. I put in 70 applications, dog, this year alone for other jobs. And nothing's been panning out. So I started getting burned out because, I kind of felt like there wasn't a solution or I wasn't getting the results fast enough or whatever it was. And so last Thursday, man, I was really burnt out. The week before, I was very depressed. This week, I was burnt out. And, I went to work with some people on Thursday night, helping them out with some shit. And, one of the things that I realized was that, for me, you know what I mean? I was just burnt. I was getting very irritable. I was getting frustrated. I was kind of not really snapping, but you know how when you get burnt out and you get frustrated, you get that little hood in you. You get that little motherfucking hood in you. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You get that déjame way, you get that Mexican guttural throat shit. Even you white people do that shit. What do you mean? You know what I mean? It's like you get that little fucking DMX kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up, bitch? Some of y'all know what I mean. You get that little DMX up in your throat, that little Ricola. You get that little fucking shit in your throat. But you get a little irritated, man. You start taking it out on the wrong people, or you start kind of coming across a little, frustrated. You kind of feel like you can't breathe. Your body temperature's all over the place. You feel anxious. You feel like, fuck, I just want to quit everything. I just want to pick up and leave and fuck everything. You know what I'm saying? And so I had one of those days. And I did some talking with some people. I used some tools and coped with some stuff, man. And look, if you're having one of those days, it's okay, man. I'm going to tell you right now, it is fucking okay to have one of those days. Some of y'all need to have one of those motherfucking days. You've been holding on to some shit for a minute, or you've been putting too much stress on yourself. You know, there's too much responsibility you're putting on your shoulders, and you feel like nobody's gonna help you out and shit. And you guys are going through some shit. And you ladies too, man, especially you ladies, man. Y'all ladies, fuck, man. You're warriors and you're soldiers and shit. But man, you put a lot on your plate. You know what I mean? And part of the thing is, last week it was the same thing. Like I bounced it off some people. I noticed I was getting a little, fuck, you know what I mean? I was getting a little gruff with shit. And you know, I had to get myself into redirecting and utilizing and some stuff. And so like Friday morning, I woke up. I was a good day, man. It was day and night, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so Friday night, I was like, I need to hit a movie. But I noticed I was getting burnt out. I was able to like be productive on Saturday. Today we went to a hike. Tomorrow we're gonna celebrate. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, which is good stuff. But you know, I just was in that irritable spot. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all, it's gonna happen like this, and I'm gonna preset some shit, and I'm gonna tell you what I've always told people. After Labor Day, we start getting a little different because fall happens. Like I mentioned before, the holidays start happening. And some of y'all are already stressed out from summer because you're like, yeah, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that, but you still got work with the kids, especially like kids if they're in sports or whatever going on. Like there's a lot of shit that's happening, man. And some of y'all are used to carrying a lot of that stress, a lot of that burden, a lot of that pressure. Not saying that you don't care, but you're not caring about yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? You're not allowing yourself to be aware of when you need your own self-care. You know what I mean? So I want to let everybody know when I say go for the ride, just go for the ride. It's to give you that moment of peace. It's to give you that moment of clarity to just go for the ride. You know, I work in treatment, you know what I mean? And some of the clients, they look at me like, oh, we love when you run your groups, man. You're blah, 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 this and that. I go, cool. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. You're going to go to comedy shows. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Just go for the trip, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already so much pressure. So much stuff going on. You need time to get relaxed, bro. Relax. It's your time. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they don't give themselves that opportunity. You know, they plan this and they plan a vacation. They plan what they're going to do on the vacation. They plan this. They plan the outcome. And then when they're going to come home, whatever. There's a lot of work that happens just for a lot of us to have downtime. You know what I'm saying? And life is, you're already doing that with life. You know, and that's one of the things that I kind of realized with a lot of people, and I realized that with myself. Whenever I'm trying to practice, something that Spooky Bitch told me today, she said, you know, I was afraid that your back, because I've been having like back issues for years and years and years, right? But I've lost a lot of weight. I'm still losing weight. I'm trying to take care of myself, eat better. I'm doing a lot of shit. And my back didn't hurt. Like I was cool. Everything was fine. My knees don't hurt, whatever. I'm not sore. I'll probably still work out tomorrow. I don't know. I might take a day off though. But one of the things that she said, she goes, I'm glad that, like, I'm surprised, but I'm glad that like nothing hurts. I said, yeah. You know why? Because I didn't fucking overthink some shit. See, look, y'all, when I say go for the ride, which is the name of this topic, just go for the ride. Just come in, plug in. I'm telling you, every episode I got, a lot of them, I don't know how they were going to go. Me and Frankie or whoever was doing the podcast with me, or even if I did a soul thing like I told you today, I really didn't have a fucking idea of what was going to happen. I didn't have a topic. Let's go for the ride. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. You know what I mean? A lot of us are so used to dealing with all of these stresses and pressures and all of these burdens that we go through for life to make sure that we don't fuck up, right? We're just trying not to fuck up on a daily basis. That's all we're trying to do. You know what I mean? Get from this day to this day, dog. I know tomorrow's Monday, but why am I going to stress today on a fucking Sunday night about Monday? Motherfucker, I still got 2.5 hours until it's fucking like Monday, dog. It's like 9:25 right now. I'm recording, right? I got 2.5 more hours before Monday until I got to even worry about that shit. I'll be asleep by then. Fuck it. And when I get up, I'll worry about Monday then. But some of y'all start fucking shortchanging your weekends. You know what I'm talking about. You get about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, and you're like, tomorrow's Monday. I gotta go to work. I get it, but you're cock blocking the rest of your day here. Just go for the ride. Put yourself in the passenger seat and just fucking let something else drive for a minute, dog. You know what I'm saying? Go for the ride so that you can allow yourself to get that fucking decompression that you really damn need. You know what I mean? And like I'll use the example like I was just using right now, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, cool, it's Sunday, but you're already stressing tomorrow's Monday and you gotta get everything ready and whatever. Like I understand that. Like I gotta get my shit ready for tomorrow. You know what I mean? But that's like my lunch and my clothes. About other than that, don't give a shit. All I have to know is the first place I gotta go to, because when I do groups at the job that I work at right now, I go from like different locations, right? That the place actually, owns a few different houses. So I go to different houses. I just got to worry about the first house. Fuck it. Where do I go first? Then from there, where do I go next? And where do I go next? That's it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I was burnt out last week like crazy. But I try my best to go along for the ride, especially in those moments when that's me time or I plan. I work on like 2 different calendars right now. So I make sure I have plenty of time for my downtime, for my enjoyment. Of course, my responsibility, the bills are going to be paid. That's a given. But all this other shit that goes on, you know what I mean? You got to just go for the ride. Some of y'all are still locked in that mode. You know what I mean? You're still locked in that. I got to get to work. I got to do this for my kids. I got to pay the bills. I got to get off. I got to run errands. I got to take care of this, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of that shit that you're going through. So then when you get your downtime, let's say it's your end of your day, you're still in that mode. Now you clock off work and you're worried about kids, dinner, fucking errands, whatever you got to do, right? And you're all scrambling. That's what you're doing. You're like fucking huevos and you're scrambling, dog. You know what I'm saying? So now you're scrambling around. Cool. You got all that shit happening, and then what do you got? Hopefully by 8 or 9 o'clock at night, hopefully you got your you time. And then what do? You sleep around 10, 30, 11. That time, you're still scrambling. Everything's still kind of all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's why usually at night, like right now, I'm popping this out. I'll probably upload this real quick so I don't have to worry about it later. And what I do is I set myself time to unwind, whether it's with tea, whether it's with a fucking movie, whether it's a fucking series I'm watching or whatever it is, man. Like I already fucking showered, you know what I mean? So I can go to sleep later. And then in the morning, I'll take a quick rinse, boom, get on the trike, zoom to work. Fuck it. I just have to worry if there's gas in it. But fuck, other than that, that's tomorrow issues. Y'all are worried about tomorrow issues on today. So it doesn't let you go for the ride. You know what I mean? You're still freaking out about rides that ain't even happened yet. You're still freaking out about stuff that hasn't even occurred to you. You know what I mean? Or you're still dragging shit from the past and way future tripping. You're doing too many things going on that when you go for the ride, especially on things that you want to enjoy, y'all, it gives you the time to be in today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are shortchanging your today. That's what you're doing. You know what I mean? You only get 24 hours in a day, and I don't know if y'all can relate to this. You ever had days where you kind of feel like there's not enough hours in the day? Like you didn't, man, there's so much and blah, blah, and I wasn't able to handle everything. And that's stress. You're putting too much fucking pressure on you. You have plenty of hours in the day, dog. You know what I mean? You might just be struggling with some time management, but let's get real. In that time management, you gotta allow yourself that unwind time so you can click off your mind for a little bit and just wander, just fucking do what you gotta do. Like I said, I go to the movies a lot. I go to this, I go to that. I already know when I go to convention or I go to concert, I wanna make sure all my chores, all my errands, every responsibility is taken care of. So that time for me is when I get to enjoy. I don't leave fucking shoelaces untied before I walk. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a good one, dog. That's a good one right there, huh? I don't leave my shoelaces untied before I walk because, when I go out there, I spend money. I spend my time. I don't want to be locked in my head like, did I forget something? I shouldn't be doing this. I even make sure my money matters are in fucking order so I can go enjoy what the fuck I got to enjoy. I already know that shit. I know I got to pay a class. My last class, it starts in September. For my master's, it's my last class. It started in September, 2 months, boom, I'm done, by November. But I already know that money's set aside. For tomorrow, when we're celebrating my son's birthday, right? I've been donating plasma, like if you can, please. But I've been donating a little plasma here and there. It's been helping out. But I already know tomorrow, I already saved like a few $100 for tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we can enjoy. So I don't have to like shortchange that shit. You know what I mean? And that happened like fucking weeks ago. I was already pre-planning that shit weeks ago. So I made sure that when we're there, I go for the ride. You know what I mean? There's nothing cock blocking my shit. Go eat a meal with the Monster Squad of my boys, celebrate my boy. Then we go play some games. Boom, there it is, man. That's a good fucking time. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm in something, I want to make sure I'm not shortchanging my day. You get so many minutes of the day, but you got to make those fucking minutes count. And it's the truth. Some of y'all are shortchanging those fucking minutes. Some of y'all are cutting those minutes, some seconds out there from worrying, stress, fear, you know what I mean, being agitated and frustrated, and you're not giving yourself enough time to make those minutes count. So it doesn't allow you to go for the ride. It doesn't allow you to just shut your mind off for a minute and get lost in something. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all don't do that. You know what I mean? So that's when I say it. If you ever hear me, like in these podcasts, I always say, just go for the ride. If you're going to go to the movie, go for the ride. If you're going to go to this, just go for the ride. What I'm telling you is to shut off your mind so you can go and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I understand you're going to live life like an adult, but enjoy your free time like a kid. Go out there and fucking, you work hard for this shit. Why did you shortchange your enjoyment of it? You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people struggle with, okay, as adults. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to cut my minutes short. As it is, the older you get, those minutes go fucking faster. I don't know if anybody's noticed this shit. Man, when I was a kid, fucking summer lasted forever, dog. Now I'm looking at like summer, fuck, it needs to hurry the fuck up. It's just hot. You know what I mean? Like it's hot. Electricity bill's gonna be coming soon, motherfucker. I'm gonna see how fucking long I've been using that air conditioner. But the older you get, the years, the hours, the minutes, they fucking go quick, man. You know what I mean? Now I'm looking at my youngest is already a sophomore, man. My middle is already 26. My daughter gonna be 29, dog, almost 30, fucking 29, bro, in fucking January. You know what I mean? But hey, time starts flying. Why would you want to shortchange those minutes by being stuck in your head? See what I'm saying? You got to find a way to be able to shut this thing off, you know, shut this head off from thinking, cop blocking, worrying, overthinking, stressing, all the things that are stopping you from enjoying the time that you got. See what I'm saying? I never seen an animal and they're like, I wonder, like all fucking panicked in the fucking wilderness and shit, you know what I mean? But as adults, we do it all the time. You're stressed out at work, you get into traffic, you're stressed again, you haven't found unwind time, you get home, you're still stressed, blah, blah, and you give yourself a fucking short change of time, bro. And that's not enough. You gotta find those moments when you allow yourself to just go for the fucking ride so you don't burn yourself out. Now, I'm not saying like I'm speaking from experience. So like I said, I was very burnt out. But look, you always, when I always talk about this, whenever I go to these events or I do things, just go for the ride. It's the same thing when I'm gonna do comedy. I've done comedy in fucking May. I switched off the comedy mode to work in film mode. You know what I mean? That's where we're setting up the film that we're filming with Howling Big Productions, everybody, you know what I mean? And we got that all set up and whatever. We filmed everything, blah, blah. And I'm gonna, I took some time off to unwind. I didn't go from filming into editing. I said, fuck it, I got a few months. Let me get it right. Let me get the right software, blah, blah, all that kind of stuff, right? And I knew I was going to be like that. I said, in August, I'm going to start editing this movie. Now we're in the middle of August. I got to start fucking editing this movie. But I already knew, like, I had to take the stress off me. You know what I mean? You're going to be fine. Everything's going to get handled. If you're the fucking person that I think you are, whoever's listening to this in the Wolf Pack or my Monster Squad, you know this shit. You're a solid motherfucker. Whether you're female, male, whatever you fucking like identify as, I don't give a shit. But if you were listening to this, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're a solid motherfucker. You're gonna make shit happen. You're not somebody that's gonna leave shit to slip through your fingers where you're gonna fuck up or it's gonna fuck you up, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, all right? But some of the things that I realized for a lot of people, you gotta stop fucking stressing yourselves out and overthinking shit. Just go for the fucking ride. Even if it's for your day, like I'm talking about free time, but even if your day, you don't know what the day's gonna bring. You don't know what the next few hours are gonna bring, but you're already starting to stress about how it's supposed to go. For what? It's work. Go clock in, just get to work first of all, right? Right? So I'm always fucking trying to just go for the ride. Fuck it. Whatever the fucking traffic does, fuck it. Put on a playlist. Listen to this fucking podcast. Fuck it. Some of y'all do it on the way to work. Listen to a few podcasts. Let's get those numbers up. We're already at 1,085, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's get these numbers up because by next week, I want to be able to be at 1,100 fucking plays. That's almost 100 plays a month since we started this bad boy. I want it there. I want to get like another 15 plays this week, y'all, or more. So let's get it going, everybody. You know what I mean? I want those numbers up. Share it, fucking re-listen to some old podcasts, whatever. But even on your ride to work, don't stress about everything. Just go for the ride. Take off that mind fuck you're giving yourself, man. Just listen to something like maybe this podcast. Yes, this podcast, goddammit. Listen to this podcast on the way to work. And just let your mind flow. You know what I mean? Take the thinking out of it for a little bit. Don't get me wrong. You're going to get back in that mode once you clock into work, and you got to recenter yourself. Instead of you clocking to work, getting right to work, give yourself like a minute or two. That's all you need, a minute or two. Center yourself a little bit and be like, let's go for the ride today. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's rock and roll. Let's go for the ride. Fuck it. Then just get to lunch. Then I do it again. Fuck it. Enjoy the lunch. Then I fucking enjoy. And I skip like that throughout my day. I do it all the time. I was telling somebody about this last week. I'm always checking in myself and trying to go for the ride because I start stressing out, like, what about the rest of the day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I very much work on trying to go for the ride, not only with my day, but because I don't want my day to be so quick. You know what I mean? Because I'm stressed out. I want to be able to know what the fuck's cracking with my day. I want to be able to get through my day and not be burnt out at the end of it, especially in the beginning of the day. Hey, tomorrow's just Monday. It's another day. Fuck it. I don't really get into fucking work mode until Tuesday, even though I already get paid for Monday because I go to work. But my brain doesn't like kind of click in because I'm still reeling from the weekend and shit or whatever the fuck's going on. So my brain don't really click in until Tuesday. So fuck it. It's a Monday. Fuck it, man. You know what I mean? It's the aftermath of the weekend. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Get in, you start doing your shit, you get kind of shake off your shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's Monday, I gotta get right back because I gotta unwind and get back into work mode or whatever the fuck it is. But at the same time, do it with your free time, do it with your work week, do it with fucking your family life, your relationships. Hey, just go for the ride and see what happens. You'll know if it's not the right fit for you. You'll know if it's time to move a job. You'll know if it's time for you to let go of that relationship. You'll know if it's time for you to make a change in your life. You know what I mean? But if you're so stressed out just trying to get to the next, you might not have that observation. See what I'm saying? Just go for the ride. The ride will tell you a lot. You know what I mean? It'll tell you who the fuck's around you who's supposed to be. It'll tell you when it's time to make a change or a move. Or it's time. It'll also tell you when it's time to level up. You know what I mean? But just go for the ride. The ride will teach you a lot in your life, y'all, if you just allow it to teach you. All right? So just go for the ride. All right, everybody, that's it for this episode. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Please make sure you like, share, comment. That way you can get a shout out. But also, please make sure you share on your social media about the podcast. And if you follow me on social media, please share. I want to make that comedy fundraiser. Make sure you go in there and have food and comedy and stuff like that, and probably raffles. Please make sure you go. Make it a good spot. It's for a good location and stuff like that. But I'll see you next episode, y'all. I know the week is just starting, but you know what? Just go for the ride, everybody, all right? Don't stress yourself out too much. Much love to everybody, especially my people out there in Wolfpack land, as well as my Monster Squad and all my loved ones. Yo, peace out, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Howling at Life. See you, everybody.